Kansas City, Buffalo. Can you say last guy touches the football wins? This is going to be a great game. I mean, the Chiefs are rocking and rolling. They have everybody healthy, all the wide receivers. Patrick Mahomes has just become dazzling in the last 3 weeks since he got all of his guys back. Mahomes has thrown for 2,100 yards. He's got 17 touchdowns on the season. These guys are averaging 378 yards per game on offense now that they got Rashee Rice back and everybody else. Josh Allen, he's got 17 touchdowns on the season. His offense is 382 yards per game. I don't know if either one of the defenses are going to be able to stop the other guy. Like the host said, last guy touches the ball probably wins it. Kansas City versus Buffalo, that's going to be good.
I told you so in advance.
Thank you. Colts, Pittsburgh. Now, this is really a game to find out if Indy is the real deal. Because they're going into Pittsburgh. The Steelers are pissed off. They're playing so poorly on defense. You got, obviously, Aaron Rodgers. It's making enough plays to keep him in games. And you got Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones with a quarterback rating of 109, 13 touchdowns on the season. Jonathan Taylor has almost 900 yards rushing. He's averaging almost 6 yards per carry. Colts are averaging 385 yards per game. Pittsburgh's defense has been deplorable. I don't have anybody to defend the pass. But they're tough and they're physical and they go get the quarterback, especially at home games. This will be a monster credibility check, I think, for the Indianapolis Colts. But they're 7-1 on the season. Colts, Pittsburgh. Denver, Houston. Bo Nix has got these guys on a roll. Denver's defense is just superb. 36 quarterback sacks on the season. They're giving up just 281 yards per game. Bo Nix and an offense that's it's averaging 356 yards per game. That's pretty impressive. They've gotten progressively better and better as the season's gone on, but Houston's defense is amazing. We're coming to get you, Bo. What are you going to do about it? Will Anderson and those guys have got 16 sacks, and they're holding the opponents to 266 yards per game. So Denver, Houston, that's going to be a fun game to watch. Other storylines, Minnesota, Carson Wentz, done for the year. But he stood up in the locker room yesterday and he told the media, you report this. I played injured because I was told I could play injured by the team doctor and I wanted to play. Had nothing to do with Kevin O'Connell. Don't blame him for the severity of the shoulder dislocation and the torn labrum I have. Doctors had told him you can't injure it further. It'd just be painful. If you want to play, go out and play. So he cleared Kevin O'Connell of any wrong decision there. But at the end of the day, Wentz was just miserable. Too many turnovers, holding the football too long, too many quarterback sacks. New Orleans, seen enough of Spencer Rattler. 1-7 as a starter this year. They just could not score touchdowns. 1-13 in 2 years as a starter in the NFL. He sits, a high draft pick, Tyler Shock out of Louisville, will make his start. And Shock played pretty well in preseason, and he has just practiced the regimen every week of the year. Tyler Shock is going to be the starting quarterback for the rest of the season for the New Orleans Saints. In Miami, if you're a Dolphin fan, wearing their colors, which is better than whatever the hell you're wearing right now, would you boo Mike McDaniels? They are going crazy. Tua Tagovailoa has played so poorly. And he didn't have a lot around him. There's no Tyreek Hill. He's had so many injuries. But they're blaming Mike McDaniels because Mike McDaniels is the one that stood at the draft board and said, we are picking Tua out of Alabama to be our quarterback. On the board, he was the next pick taken, was Justin Herbert out of Oregon. Mike McDaniels bypassed Justin Herbert for an undersized quarterback that's had a lot of injuries, is concussion prone, has turned it over 11 times this season. And here's a stat. In his career at Miami, Tua, against teams with winning records, is 6-20. Mike McDaniels has just taken so much heat. And the quarterback he could have had is with the Chargers and setting all these numbers ablaze.
Yeah, neither team's winning a Super Bowl.
At this point, no. And the last topic, you know how coaches tell players, Play under control. Play with emotion, but play under control. Don't take a penalty flag. Well, the New York Giants and Brian Daboll just got hit with $315,000 in fines because that coach who preaches play under control is the one that stormed into the blue tent when Jackson Dart was taken by the team doctors into the tent for a concussion protocol exam. And Brian Daboll tried to get in there and, quote, find out or influence or intimidate. And then he got involved in a fierce argument with the Giants team doctor. And this is a coach who preaches play under control. A madman, an idiot. $315,000 in fines from the NFL to Brian Daboll and the New York Football Giants. So, John, that's my NFL notebook for today. Go in the direction you want.
I mean, those are all great games at the top of the list, you know. I mean, looking forward to those. You know, Bills Chiefs is always entertaining. The Colts are a surprise team. Bo Nix is doing great. Houston's looking a little better. But it's the other four teams that I think are the interesting storylines. I mean, Brian Daboll, I remember when that happened, and he was like, oh my God, we finally have the golden boy quarterback in Jackson Dart that's so much better than anything we've had here. And he's hurt, you know, oh my God. You know, so I can see how he just thought the golden egg was going to be gone. And so he was in there meddling. And obviously that's wrong, but I can understand the emotion behind it. You know, you're talking about Mike McDaniel. Okay. I remember I'm getting all the Mike McDaniels and McDonald's and everything else mixed up. He sets himself up to be a target, you know, just kind of the way he presents himself at press conferences and everything. He doesn't look like he's always as serious as he should be. So when things go down, he becomes an easy target, but he's not the GM.
No, but he's the one that had influence because he's an offensive guru.
Yeah. Well, I guess not so guru-ish as we thought. I think the Tyler Shuck, is it Shuck? Is that how you say it? Is it Sough?
Sough.
Oh,
but it's called Shuck.
Shuck.
Yep.
All right. So you know, Spencer Rattler, you know, I saw him at Oklahoma, and then, you know, Caleb Williams displaced him, and he was in that QB1 show that everyone thought he had the potential to be great. But yeah, when you see him play it for the Saints, he looks like
a little bit overwhelmed.
Men.
Yeah. A 1-13 career record as a starter.
Yeah. and then Carson Wentz, you know, I remember like in the game, he was on the bench and he was just like, not weeping, but he had this emotional expression on his face.
He had pain.
And I thought at first he was like, oh my God, I can't believe all this happened and how horrible we're playing. But he was probably in physical pain too.
Yep.
And so that gives me a little more insight to what I was witnessing.
Okay, that's all things NFL. Feel free. Jump on board. You got an opinion on some of the storylines that we present because we do sports talk the way it should be done.